Hey everyone, it's me again. Welcome to another Captain's Log. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, Revenge of the 5th, 2020. It's 1:37 p.m. in Seattle, Washington, Pacific Coast time. Alright. This Captain's Log is brought to you by my neighbors, actually, who I just officially met. We've seen each other many a time and waved and been all around. Just like really nice to each other. But today, I got to do some accidental pastoral care. Shout out to my MDiv. They are a small family, a small Asian family, and they have a son named Sky, who I don't know how old he is, but he has Down syndrome, and is basically nonverbal, but he's really nice, and if he's outside, he'll wave to me and say hi, and I'll wave back, and I'll ask him how he is, and we have, like, small interactions. Today I went to go I got groceries, and I came back, and Sky was upset, and his mom apologized to me for him being upset, which I was like, don't worry about it, and then I went inside, and I put my groceries away, and then, tonight is when we put out our garbage, so I took out some garbage and stuff and went to get the mail, and she apologized to me again because he was yelling a little bit, and she was telling me that it's super nice here in Seattle. It's almost like 60 some degrees, which it's May, so it's kind of should be like that all the time, but it gets a little bit hard in social distancing and with everything that's going on, to, I don't know, be excited by warm weather, because there's not a lot of stuff you can do, and Sky wanted to go swimming, and I was like, I feel that. I would love to go swimming today. Like, today would be the perfect day to go swimming. And she was telling me about how she had to explain to him why he couldn't go swimming, and that it was closed, and all this stuff, and so she kind of, like, we reached that point where she kind of word vomited at me, which is fine, because I'm kind of used to that, and also it's clear that she needed somebody to talk to, which could be, like, because of COVID-19, I mean, her husband is there, and, I don't know if he's working from home, like, I don't know all of the details, but it's clear that things have been really hard for her, and she definitely looked like she was gonna cry a couple times when talking to me, and I don't know, I like, felt like it was really important for me to be there to let her talk, and, to show empathy and compassion, and I told her that she never had to apologize to me for Sky yelling, or crying, or like, saying hi to me, or disrupting me at all, and she definitely started crying, and I don't mean this as, like, a pat on the back, I hope that's not how it's coming across, but it kind of reminded me that even in the pits of despair, like, we can find each other, and we can talk about what it feels like to be there, and what it feels like to be alone in there. And I don't know, I just feel like I've been having such a hard time, and I compare my despair and my trauma to other people's all the time, and like to say, like, what I'm feeling isn't comparable to what other people are feeling, in that, like, I have nothing in my life that should make me feel this way. Of course, we all know that's not how mental health works, and that is a really disastrous hole to fall down. But I do think there is something to be said about talking to somebody who maybe doesn't know you very well, but who is willing to listen. And I hope that I was that person for her today, because she apologized multiple times for taking up my time and all this, and I'm like, literally just coming to get the mail. Like, I have nothing else I need to be doing, really. I mean, there's schoolwork, but who fucking cares? I don't know. And also, she told me that people film Sky when he's having a meltdown, which, as we know, like, lots of kids who deal with, or people who deal with sensory overload can have meltdowns. And meltdown is not meant to be like a negative connotation or anything like that. Like, it literally is like you are overstimulated, things are a lot, and when you're like, when you don't have words and a way to express it in what people in society like to call normal ways, then of course you're gonna like use whatever means you have, and that's like yelling, pointing, you know, things like that. And she was telling me that somebody was filming him the other day when he was having a hard time and like shouting, and I was like, what is the world coming to that we feel the need to do that to somebody who's having a hard time? And I don't know who out there thinks that sort of thing is funny, and I hope I'm not friends with any one of them, but it's not funny, and it's not okay to film someone when they're having a hard time, and when, without consent. It's really not cool. It's not cool. Anyway, I don't really know what I wanted to come out of this, but I felt like I should talk about it. But mostly, this is how I feel. We are all going through a terrible time. And things are not opening up anytime soon. I mean, some states are, but I don't have feelings about that, but I'm not gonna go down that road. And this is kind of like our new normal, and that's hard, and it sucks. And sure, I'm pissed about it. I'm having a hard time. It's hard for me to get out of bed. Sometimes I only get out of bed to go on Animal Crossing, because I have to check out turnip prices. And sometimes your computer dies and shit hits the fan, and it just feels like it's piling on and piling on. And this isn't to say that maybe somebody has it worse, but more like, even in your pit of despair, you can be a light to other people, or at least you can help them see the sun for a little bit, or something cheesy like that. I don't know. I guess I just wanted everyone to know that life is really hard, and it's been really hard for me. And if that's the case for you, you're not alone. And I think I've said this multiple times, and maybe I'm a broken record who has nothing new to say. But sometimes I need to be told time and time and time again that I matter, that I'm loved, and that someone's thinking of me. And if you need that reminder, this is me, Kate, giving it to you. Whoever you may be. I care about you. And it's likely that it's true. You might think Kate, you don't know who's watching these videos. You're right, I don't. Nobody could be watching these videos. And maybe this is for me, so I can watch it again and be like, yeah, I do love myself. I do matter. I do matter to someone in the world, even if it's just myself. And that can be hard. But here we are, y'all. We're doing it. crushing it, killing it on the Revenge of the Fifth. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, love y'all. Crushing it. We're doing our best. Don't be too hard on yourself. Have a little compassion for the world, and it's just like, keep on keeping on, you know? Stay golden.